I'm aggression, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater, and what a night it's going to be. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And introducing first, El Nino de Oro, only weighing in at 118 pounds, 5 foot 8 inches tall, with El Nino de Oro, Jorge Linares, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. Showtime's Sonny Edwards, fighting out of London, England, has already covered head to toe in gold. One of the best in the world today.
Look at this, these fights.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, Jorge Linares. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is a flyweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sonny.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. That hook just can't find the target. These counter punches have to hurt. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Ooh, that really hurt Sonny Edwards. Looks like trouble was averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Sonny Edwards rocked with that one. Sonny Edwards goes down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Sonny Edwards is certainly in some... You can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
I need to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you continue?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. And there's the bell for round 2. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Beautiful counter punch. A perfect counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
This is that place you want.
No, hold on a second, Johnny. Sonny Edwards took that really bad. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
The Venezuelan is rocked. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously.
There's the bell for round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter lands. Throws the jab, but does not score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some big trouble here for Showtime Sonny Edwards. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like, hold that thought. And Sonny Edwards got Bambi legs here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can...
Here we go to the 4th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. No, hold on a second, Johnny. Sonny Edwards rocked with that one. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Missing with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They both want the knockout. That jab misses. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising.
Are you okay?
To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some big trouble here for Showtime Sonny Edwards. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't...
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd,
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won World Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, Here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 200.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Solid punch. Good counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
These two were made for each other. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right, concentrate.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Both men step back for just a moment. They exchange punches. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. Didn't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away.
I like that round. What do we expect to see here in round two? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Can't score with that jab. No rest for the weary. Missing with the hook. The straight right just misses. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. A swing and a miss with that jab. Can't land the jab there. He missed with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second.
And there's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That left hook misses. Missing with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fight has a real good flow to it. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. How is this fight still continuing?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
It bombs away. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Nope, that jab not going to score. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the...
And there's the bell to start round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Oh, wait a minute! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. That jab misses. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Which fighter will say no mas? Left hook missed. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. These two fighters are made for one another. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. So the judges can't make up their mind. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
You know what? That's fair. And for the fans, I feel sorry for the fans because they wanted to walk away with some winner. But eventually, these guys are going to have to do it all over again.